This is On Track with Sayat, the series where each week we invite some of the best artists to create a unique EP recording straight to vinyl. In just 3 hours, they will produce and walk away with an exclusive 12-inch, including a cover of one of their favourite all-time tracks. This week, it's Liverpool's finest, the Coral.
I've never recorded straight to vinyl before, so yeah, be interesting to see what it's like.
It's definitely an art form. You've got to be bang on in every take, haven't you, really? There's no room for error, so...
Yeah, it's good. Sometimes better when you have it cut down like that, your options. You can get a bit too into it and looking too deep into it. Sometimes it's good just doing the take and...
Sometimes you get a good mistake that you wouldn't get otherwise.
I heard Bob Dylan just did his albums and got off. You know, I couldn't do that myself, but there's a quality in it, I think, being able to do that.
Back in the 70s, Sheffield Labs in the States did a whole series of records direct to disc, and they were recording albums. So the band was playing 20 minutes at a time, 4 tracks, 5 tracks, with the gaps. And those guys were well rehearsed, absolutely on it, note perfect, end to end. The whole technical team was there, everyone with a complete passion for what they were doing. And it comes through in the recordings. You play them back and you can feel just how those guys felt in the studio. And I think that's what we capture here with the bands in the studio, going straight one take to disc. You get this real passion come through, makes it exciting.
She's coming around. She's coming around. She's coming around. But she's a stranger to me now. Moon hangs high and the wild night comes out to play. Inside now, she's coming around. She's coming around. She's coming around. She's coming around. But she's a stranger to me now. Something that can't be found. Look in the mirror now. She's coming around. 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 But she's a stranger to me now.
People still buy vinyl, there'll always be a place for it, but it's probably more of a collector's thing nowadays.
People, I think, want to see something visual when you buy a record. It's all about the whole thing. You know, when you were a kid, you used to go to the shops and you'd buy your record and you'd get the artwork and look at it all. This sort of brings it back to me.
Doing the Bird song was good because it gives us a chance to sort of hear what it sounds like.
They're just one of our favourite bands and a big influence on us. I think Gene Clark's an underrated songwriter, and it's one of the only covers we know, so I thought we'd play it.
Surely people are going to get sick of hearing everybody's voice phased and all auto-tuned now. Best songs are wrote with a guitar and a vocal, aren't they? But if you can capture the live spirit of a band in one go, mistakes and all, warts and all, it's all part of the ambience, isn't it, really, I think?
I've always respected those bands, like the old, like real old sort of bands who would have done that in the past. I don't really know what era it was that they did that, but
I think it's like 50s.
yeah, in a way, you had to. The longer time's gone on, the more you've been able to get away with. So you probably had to be. You think of like classical musicians. As time's gone on, you can cheat more in the studio, I suppose. Would be an idea to record like that, and the vinyl is you master that as your tape, and that goes to CD and everything, because it did have a lot of depth to it. Shouldn't be lost. I always like the thing I like having the vinyl, listening to both sides. That's part of a thing in music that shouldn't be lost. the full artwork, spreading it out, you know, going on a journey with it.
Bid farewell to the road in June. Secrets you find at the Bobby.
I think it's great that you can go into the studio today and do this whole day's piece of work and walk out with something physical in your hand at the end, including Ian, who's doing the artwork as we speak. That in itself is a fantastic idea, you know, so that you can express yourself on the day. I don't know what he's come up with. It could be funny, it might not be, but it is a real change that you don't have to wait for it to go away and be mastered. You can physically walk away with a piece in your hand. That's special, isn't it?